Thousands of years ago, there were a bunch of languages spoken across Europe that we know next to nothing about. We call them the Paleo-European languages because they were there before the arrival of the Indo-European languages like English, Spanish, Danish, Polish, German, Greek, Albanian, the vast majority of languages that are spoken in Europe today. All that we really know about these languages is from tidbits, or little inscriptions here and there, or random words of mysterious origin like clover in English. We know this is a Germanic word, it comes from this Proto-West Germanic word, but beyond that, we really have no idea where it came from. So the implication is that it came from a language that was spoken around there before Germanic was even a thing. Unfortunately, it's been thousands of years, all these languages are lost to history, except for one. The Basque language, or Euskara if you're speaking Basque, is spoken in the Basque country, a region straddling Spain and France, and it is the only Paleo-European language that has survived into the present day. This distinction means that Basque is a language isolate. It's not related to any other language on Earth. Now bear in mind, this isn't the same language that was spoken 5,000 plus years ago, and over the millennia, what is now Basque has been influenced quite a bit by the languages around it, especially Spanish. Now that said, modern Basque has a lot of really interesting stuff going on, so let's talk about it. So for starters, most dialects of Basque make a distinction between an S sound that you make with your tongue pointing towards your lower teeth, like we usually do in English, s, and an S sound that you make with your tongue pointing towards your upper teeth, sh. Pretty cool, right? And keep in mind, I'm not saying shh, that's a different thing entirely. From a grammar perspective, Basque uses something called ergative absolutive alignment, which really deserves an entire other video to explain. But basically, imagine if instead of English working like this, it worked like this. Yeah, maybe look that one up if you're more interested. But hey, at the very least, I hope that was a cool introduction to a language with a very interesting history. And if there's a language you'd like me to talk about next, let me know. Oh, and hey, egun ona izan dezazula.